Guys, do me a huge favor and go subscribe to Tomb 45's YouTube channel. I'm gonna be dropping content on here, not on this channel anymore. This channel, I'm just gonna be doing my, whatever I enjoy doing on this channel. We'll definitely continue to talk barbershop stuff and business and all that. But I'm just gonna have fun on my main channel. The Tomb 45 channel though, will be all barbering tutorials, products, and stuff like that. So if that's what you're into, go subscribe to the Tomb 45 channel. We have featured barbers in here that work at Headlines. Myself, Josh OP, and other amazing barbers like CJ the Barber are also on here posting as well. And so we're gonna try to continue to build this channel. The goal is 100K subs. All right, you see it right there. That's the goal, 100K subs. I'm going to actually upload a video here soon on this channel. So if you enjoyed this video, you definitely want to subscribe to this channel because the content on that channel is going to be crazy. Working with Josh OP, getting my haircuts to the next level, and we're going to show you guys a journey with different tutorials on that channel. So make sure you're subscribed. In the description below will be a link to that channel. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. So I know you remember this guy. I know y'all remember this guy. My second most viewed video on my channel was with this young man right here. Look at my nephew. He cried in this video. That's kind of why I went viral. He looked young. He was sad. That's funny. Look how young he looked, man. Look how young he looked. That was him then. How time changes, man. How time like passes by so quick. This is him now. 16 years old and driving now. Soccer player right there on varsity. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna use DFS formula techniques as well on this cut. Looking forward to that. Starting off with dominant hair growth pattern. Obviously with these damn curls, these nappy curls that he don't be taking care of. His mom always wants me to cut it real short. And then we're making sure, we're sectioning it off where natural splits on the top are. Getting ready to separate it in two. Below the parietal ridge, above. It's a little bit above just because he's going to have a bunch of weight in that area. Because of the shape, he's going to keep his curls. All right, so now we got a decent section. And we'll go ahead and do a really poor job of setting the perimeter. So this is my guide for my perimeter that I'm cutting all the way around, and we're going rounded here, with the shape of his head. And if you don't know about the DFS formula, go to dfsformula.com to learn about it, bro. It's amazing. It was a game changer for me, and I've been doing this for 14 years. Once we've done that layer, we're gonna go ahead and start our base layer because his hair is gonna be curls all the way around. And so I'm doing my base layer all the way around at the bottom here. This is gonna make it real easy for me to connect my clip of work because he's gonna get a taper. So we're doing this all the way around. And so now that we've done our foundation, we can go ahead and start to do our point-to-point cutting, working in sections. And we're just kind of connecting that top layer to that bottom layer. And since it's graduation, we're cutting at this angle. This is something that I learned from the DFS formula. It just makes things so easy, man, to understand why you're doing what you're doing. You have a toolbox of problem-solving tools pretty much in here. That's why it's important to understand the system. And I'm by no means amazing at this. I'm learning. Like I told you guys in previous videos, I'm gonna start doing hands-on classes with Josh, but try to get to a higher level. All right, and so now we're gonna go ahead and start connecting the top here. I'm elevating it towards my chin. I think I'm elevated, yeah, towards my chin. And now I'm starting to over direct it down because we want the length to be a little bit longer in the fringe area. But I wanted it to be more rounded towards the back, but then like fuller in the front. All right, now we're gonna start over directing it down. And ever since Josh launched the remastered version of the DFS formula, I'm not gonna lie, man, that really made me understand a lot of what I was listening to in year 3. And so again, I used to just kind of go with the flow, the head shape, and it would take longer. But now this takes, all the way around pretty much 10 minutes. And then I can get to clipper work. All right, now we're going to go ahead and start cutting the top, and I'm going straight here because we've made it round by the way that we elevated the hair, you know what I mean? So all right, so we did his right side You guys are looking at his left side. Now we're doing his left side. Y'all looking at the right side. Probably don't need to be over directing the hair like that, but that's something I'm noticing with this video. I didn't notice when I was sectioning it that I was pulling it to the side that way. So just something I got to work on, you know. So I put a little bit of hair mousse in there for the curls. And again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. My wife is a curly hair specialist, so she kind of gave me some instructions here. And I didn't do it nowhere near how she would do it, but trying my best. So we put the diffuser on the Babeless hair dryer, and I'm just trying to pretty much bake the curls into place, you know, before we start the clipper work. Set the curls. My bad, babe. My bad. All right, so look, hold on now. That looks really good. Look at the shape, right? Look at that nice round shape, but also look how it graduates into that shape. And even on the sides, if you could see a side view, you'd see it graduating into that rounded shape. And that's gonna really look really, really nice once we do the blend, the taper here, going into that shape. It's gonna look sick. This is why I say it doesn't matter the hair texture, guys. The DFS formula works. All right, so I'm doing a little bit of clip over comb, just going into that shape. And then beneath that, we'll do a number 3 guard just to really set the foundation. And now we'll know that we're just doing our, whatever your clipper cutting system is, we're just doing it to a number 3, right? All right, and so I'm going with my number 1 guard closed, or is that the half guard? All right, now we're gonna go ahead and blend right into that. I think it was the half guard. And so that section is now blended. Now we're going number 1 guard closed. Just a little bit higher than that. Now we got our half guard. And I'm gonna be doing different phase systems here and there. The one I'm using right now, I stole from Tito. So if you guys have watched Tito's videos, speaking of Tito, I'm sorry if I'm coming off as like all over the place, but if you guys go to school.com/Tune45, you guys can see there. If you go to that website, guys, you'll be able to join this community for free. There's 636 current members, and it's growing. This is a free school. But what I really wanted to show you, if you go to the classroom, you'll see there's free courses in here. Look at this. There's a mini course for the business side, how to get 200 new clients in 30 days. There's the 6-figure barber tracking sheet we give to you guys in this free community. There's a hair cutting efficiency course. So Tito, he made a course, how to get faster, more efficient at cutting hair so that you can make more money. A course that they put together, top 7 efficiency tips. Like, this is awesome content for free. There's a whole bunch of free tutorials in here as well that we grabbed from YouTube. There's motivational content. So the guys talking on stage, this is badass. Like, if you guys want to be part of this cool community, man, we have one on Facebook that has 30,000 followers, but it's just full of a bunch of BS. This is more so for people who want to be around the right energy, the right community, looking out for one another. A lot of free stuff will be in here. Podcasts, myself, Josh, Bean, Dre, Sean Cuts Hair. You know, we're going to try to put as much stuff in here as a community as possible, including in the future will be product tutorials, like how to use the clay, how to use the powder, how to use sea salt spray, how to use shears. All that stuff will be in here, complimentary, for free. Lock in, guys. I'll see you guys in the community. Let's get back to this tutorial. All right, so number 1 guard, lever, open, and then we're closing it as we fade down. And hopefully I can skip the half guard, but if not, then you're just gonna use the half guard below that to really marry it together. So for the most part, the blending is done. We're doing some scissor over comb to really refine it and make sure it flows nicely into that shape. Doing some detailed point cutting just to lighten it up in certain areas. And honestly, I'm loving the Tito's fading system. So I'm gonna try to cut my nephew's hair again. Now, hold on, before y'all call this a pushback. It got cut out, but I want y'all to know that is overhanging hair, okay? Hold on. You see that? This hair is coming from up here, and that length is what's making that. So like this hair is growing from here, and this hair is growing from here, and that length is what's giving that, right? But if I was to lift this up with a comb, you would see there's no hair follicles growing probably from up here down. And so if I want this hairline to look good in a few days, what you don't want to do is line it up down here, because if the hair gets wet, any gust of wind, anything, this hairline is going to look crazy. But it won't grow back ugly because there's no follicles in this area. So there's not going to be like hair stubble growing, like a 5 o'clock shadow, okay? Just want to make sure you guys understand that. So it looks a little bit like a pushback, but it ain't. And then notice here, there's follicle. This is follicle. So I'm not pushing in there because I don't want that to grow ugly, right? This is all overhanging hair, and so that's fine. So we're gonna do the same system on this side. And so I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let y'all follow along yourselves. So this, I'm using a number 4 guard here. And by adding this comb, you add about like a 1 or 1.5 to the length that you're using now. So I just do that real quick, and then I'll go right back underneath it and just make sure it's down to a number 4. That way I can follow up with a number 3, and I know I'm blending to that number 3. But again, I think that using Tito's method that's in the Tomb 45 barber school, I think that method is more efficient, and I'm going to try to use that on a future tutorial. So 1 guard closed, and then we're going to fade into that 1 guard closed. All right, so 1 guard. Oh no, that was a half guard closed. This is a 1 guard closed. And then we're doing the half guard in between, closing it little by little as we fade down. And if you need to take the guard off and open the lever, you can. Once you've done that, we do our number 2 guard. And we're starting off open, and we're going closed little by little. And what should blend this section out into that 1 guard open that we did previously is going to be that 1.5 guard. So here's the 1.5 guard, and we're going open to close little by little. And if it doesn't blend out that line, then you're just going to go back to jump down to that number 1 guard to really marry all that together. So we're still at that 1.5 guard. And right beneath that, as you can see, we go back to that number 1 guard open and closing it little by little until we've made a nice blend, nice smooth blend. And it's coming together, y'all. Yeah, you guys can see the huge difference right there by jumping down to that 1 guard. And you can jump down to that half guard too if you need to make it even more smooth transition. My thinning shears, almost like blending shears, because notice I'm cutting a lot in the same space to make it more of a blend as opposed to thinning. And now we'll go ahead and start lining it up. Same process here, guys. This is not his hairline. A lot of y'all will start lining people up right here. I don't want to push it up. There's no follicles here. There's not going to be any bad new growth if you come up here. And that'll actually be a solid line that water and air and what is that called, babe? Oh, the elements won't change the way your finished product looks like when somebody leaves your chair. I want my cuts to look good an hour later after they've left the shop. I don't want the elements to destroy the quality of my haircut. And if you start lining people up here as opposed to where the hairline actually starts, it's just gonna look like crap as soon as somebody leaves your chair. Now I don't want to give them a football helmet. So again, you got to have some balance, but look how sharp that's coming out. And these are not zero gap, these trimmers. Don't need it to be. It's not worth messing people's skin, irritating people's skin, making people break out. You know, you can use a straight razor, you can use a shaver, or you can use really good technique with your trimmers. I notice his hairline isn't amazing either, but we're gonna do our best to make this look. He wants a sharp lineup. And can I say something? related to this. Sometimes you'll get barbers that'll comment below videos like this and say things like, this is a great example of someone who you should have just left the hairline natural. People want what they want. My job as a barber is to be professional, give them a professional opinion, but ultimately use that to balance out what a customer wants. I've never had a problem with clientele. Matter of fact, I own now 10 barbershops, and to this day, I've never seen a barber as busy as I was. And I'm talking about booked out weeks and weeks in advance because of the whole concept that you listen to what your customers want and then you balance it with your professional opinion. As you guide them and you gain their trust, a lot of times they might end up going natural. But what they know, like this is a lot of times they're grown men who've been getting their haircut the same way forever. They know what they like. And so if you just try to think that your opinion is more important than somebody's preferences, you're going to end up with clients not coming back. But if you do it the way I'm telling you, you might end up where maybe on the second or third or fourth visit to you, because they know you can do the cut that they want, they start to gain trust with you, and then they'll start trying your advice. And next thing you know, maybe on the 10th haircut you give them, they went from getting a crazy cut the first time they sat in your chair to whatever you advised them after a journey in your chair. Nice, natural, clean lines. You guys can see you didn't need enhancements. Nice and natural. And even after we've done the razor, look at the shape. Really nice with the razor, even cleaner, those lines. But I give my clients what they want. So we're going to enhance the cut, take it to the next level. You can get all these products, by the way, that I'm using at tomb45.com, guys. Link in the description below. I'm using the Tomb45 clutch card, designed by Sean Cuts Hair, copied by many. Shout out to them. Now, I want you guys to notice this little detail right here, because barbers don't know about this. This is a cleaning product for your airbrushes at tomb45.com you can get. You can also use other solutions that are on Amazon. We think that our offer is the best because it's designed specifically for hair color enhancement. After every use, just like with your clippers, you spray it with Cool Care. After every use, make sure you spray out the color, or you pour the color you didn't use back into your bottle, and then you clear the lines with this solution, okay? You spray it out through, and then I like to leave just a little bit in the line, and then when I'm ready to use it again, I'll spray out what solution is left in there, and then I'll add color. And I think it's been years I've been using the same gun with no problems. And every single person who's ever returned one of our guns because they're broken, I think 99% of them I've been able to just clean and use. They're not messed up. It's just poorly maintained. Look how clean that's looking though, man. All right, guys, so y'all saw the work. You guys saw the system in play. This is the before. Look at the young nephew. This is the after. Look how clean that is, man. Stop playing. Sheesh. Hold on, man. Look at the shape. Nice shape. That's from the scissor work. Look how clean that taper goes into the base layer here. So remember, this was the perimeter layer. This was the base layer. The taper went into the base layer. Then from the base layer to the perimeter layer, we did point-to-point cutting to connect them. And then we created our round shape by doing elevation to the chin. And then we kept this length here with curls by over-directing after the ear down. And that's how we created this beautiful shape here. Could have done a better job styling, but look at man, y'all see the vibes, man. Taper in the back. This could have been cleaner right here in this little corner, but it is what it is. That taper's clean as heck. All right, guys, that's the cut, man. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Go to the new channel. This I didn't love. I didn't love this. Yeah, these corners. I know naturally this is higher. Either I should have brought this up a tad bit higher, just a tad bit higher, or I should have left that overhanging hair a little bit lower. I wish I would have got those peaks a little bit better. So that's my mess up. Could have done that a little bit better. No barber is perfect. None. Even all the Simon Cowells that would be in barber tutorial comment sections. You go look at any of their pages and their work is less than impressive. And it's not to hate on anybody. It's just to say, bro, we all are imperfect. And so that's something I will do a better job next time of checking on, because I didn't like that. But it is what it is, man. I do like the shape that we created with our DFS formula. I just got to get with my boy Beam and clean this up better. But that's the cut, y'all. Thanks for watching.